want to share a self-realization that I experienced a few days ago. And it was in the morning when I got up, and I realized that I exist as vibrating, kind of vibrating, buzzing, um, versus a, say, stability, calmness. And the vibrating, buzzing would be my mind, which we would call the consciousness and subconscious and unconscious. And I realized that every morning, the moment I start participating in my mind, it's like there's this huge download of information. And in fact, there's a flooding of knowledge and information, and in the form of memories, pictures, opinions, judgments. And I wonder if this is why not just Jesus, but I think other wise beings over the years have talked about innocence, and the innocence of a child, and the child will enter heaven, is because the child, especially the baby, does not have this, do they? And the saying is, well, sleep like a baby, because their mind, yes, they have a mind, of course they have a mind, they haven't started programming their mind with their story, which is something we create within the act of using our mind, our consciousness, and unaware. So to use the mind aware would be to direct the mind, is a direction. And of course the mind exists and is running all the time. Anyway, that's how I'm able to blink. That's how I'm able to know how to move, right? The heart beats. So the mind's, of course, the body and the mind together. But I'm talking about the voices in your head, the things that talk to you, your memories. And, sadly, they end up dictating to us. And the mind is in control of the life, and not the person anymore. So I might go somewhere, see someone, and immediately there could be this little voice that says, oh, I don't like you. I don't like her. It just comes up. The voice comes up. And then it's almost like I respond, oh yeah, I don't like it. And then I will have my little memory, why? That horrible gas that occurred in the past. It's probably something very small. And I don't mean I hate them or anything, not like that. Hopefully you can relate to what I'm talking. I kind of stay away from them and whatever. Now some might say, oh, but you need that, to know not to put your hand in the fire again. No, you have context, right? So I'm talking, so you just know here. You don't need like a picture running in your head or a voice in your head telling you not to put your hand in the fire. Learn. Common sense. So, yeah, I realized the extent of the movement, the kind of buzziness, and I think that realization came because I've been practicing remaining here, so out of my mind, and just here with breath, using staying with breath, even counting, in 4 counts, hold 4 counts, out 4 counts, and I calm down, and I physically calm down. So if you can imagine 2 stick people, like a drawing of 2 stick people, and the first stick person has a circle, oval around them, and the second stick person also has an oval around them, but the line is not smooth, it's all jagged. Okay, so it's all jagged around the stick person. And that's how, mostly, I exist. And then, recently, in the last 2-3 years, I've been starting to practice staying with my breath, being aware, just in each moment, and not in my mind with thoughts, pictures, memories, etc. And, my life sometimes, for a while each day, starts smoothing out. It's a process. And I thought, you know what? It's a shame that human beings exist within the mind to the point where they believe their opinions, they believe the memories. Did you know that a lot of your memories aren't even real? We change them within our mind to suit our, so they kind of play out to our advantage, right? We don't feel bad. A lot of your memories aren't even real, exaggerated, altered them. And we have all these judgments and opinions, and they're not necessary. And when I've practiced this, it has changed my experience with the person, and even my experience of a whole evening, and even my experience of the feel of a room, of the environment. And so, again, I'm not suggesting if there's someone that I believe is mentally ill or dangerous that, oh, I'm going to all of a sudden be chummy with them. Of course not. Again, that's where common sense comes in. It's just something where, or if a person was really abusive, no, I would choose to stay away from that person who's very abusive. But just someone where, you didn't get along or something happened, a more personality clash, right? A personality kind of clash. And someone said to me, it was actually Sinette, and Sinette is the woman that is the portal with the cafe. So this is where I learned a lot about the process I am in, from consciousness to awareness. So walking a process from consciousness to awareness. Through Destiny, through the interviews from the cafe. Mostly I've been listening to, recently, the Reptilian series and the Quantum Mind series. I will put links to all of this. And I was talking to Sinette one time about 4 months ago, I believe. I was having trouble with some different personalities in my life. And she said a very simple statement that it really stuck with me. And she said, well, it's not to judge, but to understand. So, because judgment is, again, of the mind. And when you stop the motor, existing in this buzziness of all these thoughts, then, because it kind of comes to you, right? You make some room for what's real, and not just your story. And it does bring more understanding. So I would say it brings more of a bit of benevolence. And to exist more like a child, right? The innocence. So, so not to judge, but to understand. Very simple, to very direct, very benevolent. And that helped me in staying out of the mind, practicing staying out of the mind. Helps me slow down. And, when you slow down the mind enough, all of a sudden sometimes it even becomes funny. It's like, fuck off. Like, I don't think that. I don't need that. Or, what am I even bothering participating with that? It's a long time ago. I don't need an opinion about that person. I don't know them. I haven't walked in their shoes. When you can greet someone, express yourself with them, so much more freely. Learning about all this within, it's called Destiny Eye process. Destiny Eye process. And there is also a free course called DIP, Destiny Eye Process Light. And you can take it online, and you get buddy support. And, the Destiny Eye process has changed my life completely. It's not hard, but it takes dedication. Destiny Eye process life, it's not time consuming at all. It will help you get used to writing. And, literally I can say in all self-honesty that it has changed my life, the way I look at life, within and without. So, my own self and my world. And, okay.